The Casual Bark Podcast.
Welcome to Keeping It Cash with the CBC, your Casual Bark crew. I am Jason Verma alongside my good friend Shiva Gill.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
We're all good. Now that we got the intro out of the way, let's talk Star Wars.
So, Jason, we saw the new Star Wars movie recently.
We did?
We're a little late to the game,
We were?
but what'd you think of it?
Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. My favorite Star Wars movie of all time.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
What they did with this one compared to what the prequels did, really made this stand out and number one.
Yeah. I would say it's galaxies ahead.
Light years.
Yeah, light years, hyperspeed, galaxies ahead of the prequels for sure.
Yeah.
And I like that it's cool because it kind of plays off the original three.
Yeah.
You know, and it continues the story, which I think is the story that most people care about. It's the story that I care about.
Yeah.
The prequel story, as far as stories, they're I think that they're kind of you can watch them. If you don't watch them, it's still okay. You know, so I really like Episode 7 for that reason.
Right.
And what I love about Star Wars is that we can just go crazy with speculation over what's gonna happen. We know we're promised a few more movies, and
yeah, we're getting some prequels in the new series too, like a prequels Han Solo movie kind of thing.
yeah,
And we're getting a Boba Fett movie.
we're getting a Boba Fett movie.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about the Boba Fett movie. What do you think about a Han Solo prequel movie?
It'll be interesting. I think we'll actually see him do that Kessel Run.
What Kessel Run?
The thing that the Millennium Falcon is known for is doing the Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
Yeah. I keep yeah. He was like 11.9 or I don't know.
No, they're 14. He's 12.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. We probably will see that. To be honest, I'm not looking forward to a Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Han Solo by himself. Han Solo is a great character.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it'll probably be a good movie. If J.J. Abrams is attached to it.
I don't know if he's gonna be attached to it, but even then
I don't.
You're gonna have if he's doing that, you have the Empire still in power.
Yeah.
Darth Vader will be out there somewhere.
That's true. You're right. Yeah.
So that's still all that stuff's gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
There's Darth Vader. Hey, you might see Darth Vader.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't even think about that.
Me neither. I just thought of it right now.
Yeah. No, you're right. If they have Darth Vader in the movie, then that would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Han Solo doing his thing before Luke, before Leia. Hopefully Chewie's with him.
Yeah. Probably this is how they meet, buddy cop kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's you guys are partners. It's I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
And Chewie's just ah.
We saw Chewie in one of the prequel movies.
Yeah, with Yoda.
Yeah, so we know at that time he didn't know. We know they haven't been together forever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yoda's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I would you be down to see a Yoda?
Obi-Wan Kenobi's still alive.
Yeah, but I don't think those guys are going to be in the movie. Would you be down to see a Yoda prequel movie?
Not really.
How about an Obi-Wan? I guess we saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we've seen those.
But yeah. Alright, so back to the episode 7. So we'll talk about it in full detail, spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen it. Starting it off, it takes place a good time after the last movie, in the series. So after episode 6, it's 20 years between the two. So,
as you can see by the age of Han Solo and Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, so
they look old as fuck.
It's probably, I think it's 20 to 30 years. There's a gap between those movies and the new one. So, Empire's gone. There's a new power in the universe.
Yeah.
So the Rebels.
The Rebels are the good guys.
Yeah. So
and the power is called what?
Yeah. The new power is the First Order.
Okay, and those are the names of the bad guys.
Yeah. So there's a new threat in this movie. No more Empire.
And it's sad to see the Empire go.
Yeah.
They were good bad guys.
But with the First Order, they've taken a lot of the remnants of the Empire and used it to their abilities or to what their goal is.
Yeah.
So let's get into the movie and the characters and everyone.
Okay.
So first character we're introduced to is Finn,
Is that the first? No, I mean Poe Dameron would be the first, I think.
Is he? Yes.
Right, Poe Dameron.
No. Technically, we see the stormtroopers in the pod first, and then we see Poe.
Okay, we can. If you want to talk about Finn first, we can talk about Finn first.
Yeah, I mean we don't have to talk about Finn first, but I'm just saying like we saw him first.
Okay, fine.
But then the next person we see is Oscar Isaac's Poe Dameron.
Yeah,
which was a great performance by him. Like,
yeah,
just his character was super cool.
Yeah.
Pilot, like when Leia is like in the scrolling credits, it says like Leia sent her like top pilot out.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm thinking like, oh, Han Solo, right? But then I'm like, wait, like.
Yeah. I remember this. Yeah, not the scrolling credits, but like the intro.
The scrolling plot.
Yeah, the scrolling plot, right? So, when I read that too, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking Han Solo. But later we watched the movie and you find out it's Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
And he does a great job. I'm really interested in that guy he was talking to in the beginning.
Yeah, the old dude?
Yeah, he's like a famous actor too, and I don't remember his name. But there's an old guy.
Yeah.
that Poe Dameron's talking to. And like he, like this old guy seems to have some like background information about Kylo Ren.
Right.
Who's like the
spoilers.
Who's like the bad guy.
Yeah.
What's his bad guy name?
Kylo Ren.
Oh, is that his bad guy name?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So Kylo Ren, he's not like a Darth something?
No, he's like, because there's no Sith, right? He's not.
Yeah, true.
Like Snoke, who is like his like the supreme leader Snoke, who's like kind of training Kylo Ren, is not like a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
He just is like, I guess, knows about the Force. It's not confirmed if he's a Sith Lord or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But he just knows like the bad side of the Force, and then Kylo Ren, Ben, Solo. I guess that's what his real name would be.
Ben Solo, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So Ben Solo is now Kylo Ren, and he is like surrounded by people known as Knights of Ren.
Yeah.
So, like that's like the thing, but with him, right? So.
Yeah.
Who we see in the flashback when Rey picks up that lightsaber.
That was a really cool flashback.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, like, I don't even know if it's a flashback or if it's like a vision, you know what I mean? Because like
right.
Some of it's like, how could she have some of this knowledge? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so maybe it's like, I think I read something online, like it might be like repressed memories too. So
it could be something like that, or it could be just like, with the Force. The whole movie's Force Awakens, right? So it's like she's tapping into the Force of that lightsaber. It's like where it's been and who's held it,
and it's been gone for a long time. Like no one really uses the Force anymore until.
But even that's Luke's lightsaber that he got his hand cut off by Darth Vader with.
Yeah,
and it fell down.
Yeah,
right. And it's like that's like so Luke hasn't had it for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So then Kylo Ren shows up, like he's using the Force like it's never been used before, like stopping the laser beams and
which is really
just
cool.
like holding it, like
he's like a Force pro.
Yeah. And then like when he leaves, like then he like releases it and like blasts like that little cylinder or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you see like Finn's character, like he like didn't want to shoot anyone like that. That's apparently his first battle he's gone into.
Yeah.
Which was like
he was just like no.
Yeah, so it's like these stormtroopers are like even in the original 4 to 6, like those weren't clone troopers or clone soldiers anymore. They're just regular dudes that they enlist, right? It's like an army kind of thing. Yeah. So these are but here with him, it's like they're kidnapped kids and trained and whatever brought up to be stormtroopers.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it was cool. We've never seen that before, like a stormtrooper that just says, no, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm not going to be back.
He's like, oh shit, that's like, what did I sign up for? It's like, runs away.
Yeah. So, and like the dialogue was witty, too, there's stuff like Finn meets Poe and he's just like, why are you setting me, Poe's like, why are you setting me free? And it's like, because it's the right thing to do. Poe looks at him like, you need a pilot.
Yes, I need a pilot.
Yeah, I fucking need a pilot. Yeah. So like
all right, let's go.
Yeah, like it was the dialogue was wittier than I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's the old ones weren't like as funny as this one.
Yeah, I mean the old ones had their moments.
Yeah.
Like clearly like now like the way they can write a character, it's I think way better.
Yeah.
So it's like they've brought in like some like now slang and stuff like that, and like the stuff that we do these like today, and put into the movies.
Yeah, I guess it's more
up to date and modern.
Yeah, it's more modern.
It's like you're not gonna be like watching Star Wars and them just being like yes, no, but it's like to have that wit and stuff like that. It shows like these are human characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then so that we also meet Rey.
I loved Rey. Like she was
on Jakku.
Is that her last name?
No, on Jakku.
Oh, and Jakku.
Jakku.
Yeah, I think it's Jakku.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, like a wasteland planet.
Yeah.
Like
Tatooine.
yeah. Yeah. So I really liked the actress who played Rey. I think Daisy Ridley.
Yeah.
Is her name. She did a great job. Like Rey was very. Rey was a really good character.
Yeah. No. I know, like the one complaint that's come up with Rey's character is like that she's like perfect with everything that she does.
That I guess I can see that, yeah.
Right? Yes, but like I personally like again like it was a great character. Like she's not the damsel in distress or anything like that. She can hold her own. Yeah. Right? So like what they did with this movie and like her character was like great. And then we already talked about Kylo Ren. We
did. We talked about Kylo Ren kind of.
We'll talk about him again
more
a little bit later. Yeah. But just Rey's introduction, just saying like, okay, she's a girl that's grown up like scavenging like these
for like scraps of metal
and stuff like that, and then you see her like grabbing these like parts and whatever, and then going and cleaning them off so she can sell it. But then she has that moment where she's looking at that old lady. She's like, "Is that gonna be me?" Yeah.
And you can tell. I think you can tell too that she was just like, "This is not gonna be my life."
Yeah. Not the same way like Luke was doing it, where he's like, "Oh, I want to be a fighter pilot." It's like I don't want to do like the farming and shit like that.
Yeah. No, I think
for her, she's like waiting for her family to come back.
I think she was hoping that this would not be her life. Yeah. It was more of a hope.
Yeah, and then
new hope, if you will.
So I mean,
a new hope awakens.
Yeah, like I liked it. Like you saw her just like looking at like, hopefully my family comes and gets me. I hope I'm not here forever.
Yeah, I think a part of her knew though that no one was coming.
Yeah,
but she was just too scared to like let go,
accept it and stuff. Yeah. But you see her like chilling out in like that ad. It's like just like that's her home, and so like I liked how like they made like the food. It's like little packets, and then you put water, and like it becomes bread and like ready to go.
Those things are available. That's how I eat.
Oh yeah. No, and then it's like she puts the helmet on, and it's like just chilling out there. Yeah. Right, and then it's like BB-8.
Yeah, BB-8. Maybe like I think I like BB-8 more than like R2-D2.
Oh yeah,
BB-8 was like he was smaller and more cute.
Yeah. Like, I think they were gonna make BB-8 like a girl.
Oh,
but then it's like I think they just said it's like no gender in droids.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know that the other droids were guys.
Yeah. So well, in like the prequels, there's like they actually had like a female like C-3PO kind of.
Yeah.
No, I think BB-8 really killed it. Like yes, it's like replacing the old with their like the new counterparts, right? Like so we saw like the new Luke Skywalker, like the new Han Solo kind of in one, and it's like and it's like you see like the new R2-D2 kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So
what I really was interested in when I saw The Force Awakens, first I just want to say the guy who played Finn, what's his name? John Boyega is his name. He did a great job.
Oh yeah,
he was really funny. Like even like he comes up to Rey like, and Rey looks at him like, "Are you with the rebellion?"
Yeah,
and he's not, and he looks at her like, obviously.
Oh, obviously. This is what we look like.
Have you ever met someone from the rebellion? She's like, no. He's like, well, this is what we look like.
Yeah.
Well, not all of us. Some of us look different. So
just like little conversations like that just like made it like the character just stand out more. Right? Like,
and like later on, like he when there's this one scene where they're breaking into the Death Star, but like the bigger, more
the planet Death Star.
Yeah, like the bigger Death Star.
I forgot. Star Killer.
Oh, is that it's called the Star Killer?
It's called Star Killer. Yeah.
That's what an appropriate name.
Yeah.
So they're breaking into the Star Killer, and Han Solo goes with Finn, and Finn's like, I have a plan. I can shut down like the shields or whatever.
Yeah.
And Han Solo goes to him. He's like, all right, what's the plan? He's just like, I don't have a plan, but don't worry. We'll just use the Force.
It's like, that's not how it works.
Han Solo like flipped his shit. Like, that's not how the Force works. So
it's like I was banking on using the Force.
Yeah. So stuff like that. Yeah. It was really like Star Wars has never had a character like this.
Yeah. Well, it's like so, like I feel like it took like fandom Like,
Yeah.
like where people in this universe, like now, like after the events of the Empire coming down, there's all these stories about how it happened, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this Jedi came out of nowhere.
yeah.
Oh, they use the Force and lightsabers, right? So it's like it became its own myth in this universe.
Yeah, so even in the universe, there are Star Wars fans.
Yeah. So then they're like, "Whoa, you're Han Solo!" It's
Yeah.
like, can't believe you're Han Solo.
This is the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's like not like, oh yeah, sure you're Han Solo. It's like no, it's like you were the Han Solo
Yeah.
that you destroyed the Death Star. Like you were a part of that shit, right? It's
Yeah.
like you were there,
Yeah.
right? And it's like that's like how fans are in our world,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not movie world, but like
in real life.
in real
Let's
life.
call it real life.
Yeah, so it's like it kind of took that aspect of it of like I've heard about the Force. It's like we have a vague understanding of the Force, and it's like Finn's just like, yeah, no, I was hoping to use the Force.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't work.
Yeah. So like Finn was. Do you have a favorite character from the movie?
I liked Rey,
Rey.
but I, like
No, I think I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think Rey was also my favorite character. I thought she
Yeah.
was great. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with Rey.
yeah, even like when it's like Finn and Rey in the Millennium Falcon, and she's like, I can fly it. It's like, okay, cool. It's like you go, man the guns, and they're both like, I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah,
right.
I can do this. Yeah. Like I think I can. I can. Yeah.
It's like shit. It's like I thought I could fly it. Hope I can fly it.
Yeah. Yeah, like they both didn't want to show like their weaknesses.
Yeah.
So that was really cool too. And that, and Rey's just throughout the entire movie, she's just going around like just like breaking things
Yeah.
and fixing them at the same time.
Yeah, it's like all she knows is like, hey, listen, if I remove a fuse, like that's all she's done, like is
Yeah.
take fuses apart.
Yeah.
So she's just like, okay, if I remove a fuse, it'll make something happen.
Yeah.
So she's just like, where's this fuse box? Let me see the fuse box. All right, let me pull this one.
Yeah.
All right, it works.
Yeah. Yeah, so
It's like I bypassed this.
Yeah.
like pulls like a whole circuit board
so
out.
looks at her like, huh? Like, 'cause that methodology seems so backwards, but like she's using it and she's fixing everything by just pulling out fuses.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny too.
Yeah, so I mean, after we meet her, it's like at this point, like Finn's already on Jakku and like meets up with her, and then they escape.
Yeah.
Right? They meet up with Han Solo. Like seeing Han Solo, like when the Millennium Falcon got captured.
Yeah.
Right, and you're like, shit. It's like they got them.
Yeah.
Right. Like even I didn't see that coming. It was just like, and then they're like, all right, like she fixed something, and what like I like that scene too is like. They're fixing something. It's like, all right, it's like, tell us where the rebel base is, right?
Yeah.
It's like, then he has a side conversation with BB-8. It's like, hey, listen, I'm not really with the rebellion or the resistance, right? It's like, can you tell her? It's like, where it is? It's like, all right, BB-8, tell her where it is. And he like BB-8's like looking at like Rey and Finn. It's like,
Yeah.
do I? It's like, yeah, go ahead. It's like, where is it? We don't have time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, it's there.
Yeah. And then the thumbs up.
The thumbs up with like the
BB-8 got the lighter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
One thing we should probably talk about.
No, so like Han Solo appearing though on screen. What do you think of that?
When Han Solo, it was like, it was a throwback. It was like first of all, yeah, you expect it would like it to be like stormtroopers or something, right? So like Han Solo with Chewbacca, with Chewie.
Yeah,
They both show up on the thing. And I'm
like
just
we've seen this in the trailers and stuff like that. It's like
Yeah.
Chewie, we're home.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, but like you didn't know that it was going to be there.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's like you see them walking, and you're just like, whoa, Han Solo, and then you just like, oh shit, like because I assume when we first see the Millennium Falcon that he's like asleep in it or something.
Yeah.
But it's like no, he actually lost it because if
Yeah.
you remember last time. It was freaking Lando Calrissian that had the Millennium Falcon, so
Yeah.
like he probably flew away with it, right? Like,
So yeah, when I saw Han Solo show up, it was like, oh, Han Solo is in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
It was like
he belongs.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I had the same
Yeah.
reaction with that.
Yeah, it was
But-
like you feel it.
Yeah.
It's like it got me in the feels.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say?
One of the most, I guess, there are two things that I really want to talk about. Let's do this first. What did you think about Han Solo meeting his son Kylo Ren?
Ben.
Yeah, Ben, and Ben sort of like killed him.
His thumb slipped.
Yeah, yeah. So like, what did you think about that? Han Solo died.
Han Solo dying was insane. Like the minute he walked onto that like bridge,
I mean, yeah,
I'm like,
you felt some like,
I'm like,
you felt
shit,
impending. Yeah,
I knew Han Solo was gonna. I'm like Ben Solo or Kylo Ren, he's not gonna die.
yeah,
I'm like, as soon as he started walking out to like, okay, you got like handrails on this bridge right at the very beginning of it,
yeah.
and then halfway through they just removed the handrails,
Yeah.
right? Like, where's like the safety inspector for that shit, right? And then it's like, then freaking like, why didn't like Kylo Ren sense Han Solo in that room, but he sensed him when he got on the planet,
Yeah.
which was like the weirdest thing ever. It's like, Han Solo, right? It's like,
Yeah.
you're here, but then he's in the same room with him, and you can't be like, oh, where is he? Like, he had an idea he was there, but not like, hey,
Yeah.
he's right behind me,
Yeah, yeah.
right, until he yells his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when Snoke was like, hey, you gotta like kill your
Are
father.
you gonna be able to?
Yeah, like you gotta kill your father when you meet him. Like, that's like to show like, you know, you don't have any remorse or whatever, to really turn to the dark side and really get that, harness that power.
Yeah.
And then, but when he was talking, he's like, you know, I'm conflicted, like something's pulling at me. It's like, literally, did we know it's like he's talking about like the lights, the light side of the Force is pulling at him. It's like, shit, he just wants to cut that off.
Yeah. So he decided to talk to Darth Vader's mask.
Yes. It was like, how do you even get that? Like,
Yeah.
it's like they burnt it.
Yeah. Give
I
him
guess
strength.
like it never melted or whatever. So it's like he went, like someone found it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's people out there that like someone has his like Darth Vader's like lightsaber somewhere,
Yeah.
and pieces of his costume and shit like that. Right? There's artifacts of Darth Vader out in the universe that certain traders have.
Yeah.
So I guess he acquired the mask, right?
Yeah.
And then he like his mask kind of is replicating that.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have any disfigurements.
Yeah.
Like I liked his mask. So
I liked his mask.
His
a lot.
mask and voice
Yeah.
were like spot on.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel the same way.
Like that presence, like
Yeah.
just that heaviness in like that voice was like killer.
And his lightsaber.
His lightsaber was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was like
I remember there was like huge debates on it, like the internet when it first like appeared.
Yeah.
Because like in the trailer, all you see is like him like walking in the snow and then drawing the lightsaber and then turning on, and then the two on the blades on the side coming out.
Yeah.
The guard.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, how's that even possible, right?
Yeah.
And it's like
How, but how is any of it possible?
Yeah, well, and now we find out like that he has like a broken crystal.
Yeah.
That is unstable.
Oh.
So, he needs those vents on the sides, so the beams go to the sides.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because now when he presses it, it goes up, and then also those are more like cooling jets.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the crystal can breathe and shit like that.
Yeah.
But if you notice, like the lightsaber that Rey has is a pretty clear beam,
Yeah.
and then his is like all kind of funky.
Yeah. I
Right?
didn't
There's like
notice that,
waves. There's waves to it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's an unstable like red crystal he
Yeah.
has.
Kind of like his self. He's an unstable guy.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. So that was really cool. So what did you think about? Okay. So let's talk about like Rey.
Yeah.
You know, because like there are a lot of things.
Oh,
like,
you want to get into her theories?
Let's do this.
the spoilers?
I want to know what you think, because I kind of have some theories
Yeah.
of my own. I've read some theories online,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you have your own thoughts.
Yes. So, I mean, watching the movie, it's like you see her like get presented with like that lightsaber and having that flashback moment,
Yeah.
and we only see like Luke's hand touching R2-D2,
Yeah.
and then like that's we presume is when Luke went and started a new like Jedi temple kind of thing.
Jedi Order, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like Kylo Ren like killed everyone.
Was a disciple at first, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's like, you know, they send him to
Do you think Rey was maybe also a disciple?
I don't know, like, so like the speculations are that, you know, because she's like Luke Skywalker's daughter.
Yeah. Is that
Right.
what you think? Like, okay, I'm pretty sure
what's your
that
theory?
I'm for sure it's Star Wars. It's fucking Star Wars.
Yeah.
So for sure she's related to someone.
Yeah,
You know, it's not just some random Jedi that the Force is strong in this one.
yeah,
You know, so it's not some random Jedi. It's got to be Leia, Luke, Obi-Wan,
yeah.
right? Like it has to be one of those.
I've seen the Obi-Wan, like that's like Obi-Wan's granddaughter.
Yeah, it
or
has to.
whatever
She
like
has
that.
to be related to one of those people.
Yeah.
In some way, right? So let's talk about what you think. What do you think?
So I'm thinking like Luke.
Luke Skywalker's daughter.
Yeah, like Luke Skywalker's daughter, but then
When
like,
did Luke Skywalker have time to sleep with some woman?
yeah,
and
well,
then-
in the expanded universe, which they now say is not canon anymore, but they're bringing like parts of it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Like Luke Skywalker has a wife who becomes a Sith Lord,
Okay.
And like he has like a kid.
Yeah.
And then
Is it a daughter though?
No, it's like I think it's a boy.
Okay.
Like even Han Solo and Leia have like 2 kids, I think.
Well,
Right.
we only met one.
So, but it might not be Luke's kid because then but even then like Leia doesn't know too much about like Luke's life.
Yeah.
Right, because
he's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, so like if it was Luke's kid, she'd be like, "Oh, you're like Luke's kid. Like I know about you. We hid you away, right?"
Yeah.
But it's not. So it's like she might not know about it. Like he could have like had something on the side, you know, been like shit's going down, and like Kylo Ren could be like how much older than her? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because she could have been like like 5 or whatever. Like she looked like about like 5 or 6 or whatever when she's on that being left alone on that planet. And then like Kylo Ren could have been like in his teens or whatever.
Yeah.
When he came and like killed everyone off.
Yeah, it did seem like Kylo Ren. It kind of, I don't know. I got a kind of like from the like there's the flashback scene, and like it kind of seems like he saved her. Have you seen this?
What's that?
Like in the flashback scene, like I heard someone talk about this, and I think that they have a point. It kind of feels like during the flashback scene, while they're annihilating like decimating planets and stuff, there's this one scene where it looks like someone's about to kill Rey, and Kylo Ren saves her.
Oh yeah. And
then leaves and doesn't kill Rey. And like it kind of like, and then when later on where he finds out that a girl is helping Finn and like beat BB-8, he flips a shit. Like, what girl? Like, you know what I mean? As if he already knows who this girl is.
Or it could just be like he's like, now there's a girl involved.
Yeah,
he's like, shit.
True. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He could just be like, all right, look, we had a droid. We were looking for a droid. Now one of our dudes like abandoned ship, and now he's gone. And now there's a girl. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, even like, but then later when they fight, he offers to train her.
Oh yeah, because he can sense the Force is strong in her.
I feel like
he talks with Snoke, and he's like, yo, she's strong, and he's like, all right, bring her to me, right?
Yeah.
So he's just like, hey, listen, we can help you, right? But he's not like, I don't think he's too sure about who she is, though.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I think that they probably do know. Like, there's a reason she was hid away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the bad guys could know that there is a girl out there.
Yeah. Well, again, like, was she hid away, or was she just, like, left somewhere because her family is like, hey, we're gonna go do something.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
But then they got killed.
Well, let's think about who her family would be.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Ben Kenobi one.
All right, let's do Ben Kenobi.
So, it'll be his, like, granddaughter, right? Because even in the flashback, you hear his voice at the very end, and it's like, use the Force, Rey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Use the Force, Rey. Right?
Yeah.
So, you hear that, and, like, they could legit use like Ewan McGregor in the next one, like,
I would be down to see
as like Ghost Obi-Wan, right? Like, because that's what we saw at the end. Like, there was a Ghost Yoda, a Ghost Obi-Wan,
and a Ghost Anakin.
Yeah. So now it would be cool to see like Ghost freaking Obi-Wan appear and like guide Rey.
Yeah.
And then be like, I'm your grandfather.
Yeah. Or even Obi-Wan can guide Luke. Luke's back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Luke wouldn't need guidance like that. Maybe Luke's like has Yoda.
True.
Yoda's like, coming half blue and shit like that. It's like, Luke.
Yeah, I do you subscribe to the Obi-Wan? Do you think Rey could be Obi-Wan's granddaughter?
It's possible. Like, I mean,
it's not my favorite theory.
It's interesting. Like,
it's interesting. Yeah.
I didn't think about that when I first saw it. Like, even when I saw it, it was like, she's giving like Luke the lightsaber. I'm like, oh, cool. It's like, hey, she met Luke, right? Yeah. Later, I get home, I go online. It's like, wait, it's like that could be his daughter.
Oh,
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it right there.
Yeah, like I guess I mean I knew that it was something, right? Like the Force is strong in her, right? Like, and it's Star Wars.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's a classic Star Wars.
Well,
move.
The main thing with that is like the Force has been like. Everyone talks like, the Force is not there anymore. It's not holding the balance. Yeah. So she hasn't, like, there's a lot of, like, she has an awakening with the Force, right? Yeah. So I feel like there'll be more people like her.
Oh, yeah?
We might see in the future movies, like, that are also having, like, awakenings.
Sure.
However, she just happens to have, like, a stronger presence with the Force. Yeah. Because she's, like, related to, like, a Luke Skywalker or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. Right? So, I do feel like it's either Luke or it's Obi-Wan. I don't think it's like Leia's other kid, because she would be like, I know I have two kids.
My first instinct was that it was Leia's daughter. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. And this is not a theory that I read, but I'm sure this theory is out there. Yeah, but this is all me right here. I'm about to go into something that's just all me.
You could break it, man. Yeah. You could We'll have like freaking J.J. Abrams calling us. It's like, shut up about this.
So this is what the reason I thought that she was maybe Leia's daughter is, first of all, Han Solo did not recognize Rey.
Yeah.
But Han Solo and Leia also split up for a while.
Right.
So it's possible that Han Solo didn't even know he had a daughter.
So Leia had someone on the side.
No. It's Han Solo's. Like Han Solo could have left when she got pregnant, right? Like,
right.
For all we know, they did have Kylo Ren.
Well, I mean, then wouldn't like freaking Leia be like, "Hey, listen, we have a daughter. Like,
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe,
like,
maybe
we screwed up with our son, but we have a daughter. Let's not mess up with her."
But the son is so evil.
Yeah.
And that he's gone so bad that maybe she felt the only way to protect her was to hide her.
I don't like it.
Listen, theory's not over. Further, okay, so the first time Rey and Leia see each other, all they do is just fucking hug. They don't say a single word. Leia just goes up to Rey and hugs her.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Is like
you
Han
don't.
Solo just died.
Yeah, but you don't just. But Leia hugged Rey. She didn't hug like anyone else. She
Yeah.
didn't hug Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
She didn't hug her best fighter pilot. She didn't hug Finn.
Yeah.
Who she met before. She just walks up to Rey, someone she never knew, and hugged her.
Yeah. Well,
And it was like an emotional hug.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing with that one. It's like we don't see them land, but like when they land, they're like, "Hey, we know." Well, Leia knew. It's like, oh, they're going to rescue a chick that's over there, right? Because Finn's like, "Hey, they got my friend."
Yeah.
You know, and then even Han Solo might have been like, "Yeah, she's a good kid."
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, he might have mentioned her in passing. So it's like, now they come back. Okay, here's your fighter pilots. And now you got, like, an injured dude and, like, the girl.
Yeah.
So it's like, clearly that's the girl. And then it's like, okay, she was kind of close with Han Solo. Like, you know. And then it's like, I was like, all right, cool. Like, let's hug.
Okay.
Let's hug it out. It's like, you were there.
Yeah. Okay, but look. So you're telling me you don't think there's a chance in one of the future movies Princess Leia's just going to be like, I have a secret.
Nah.
I never told anyone this, but Rey is my daughter.
No.
I can see that going down.
No, I don't see that.
And how much better would it be if like the evil guy Kylo Ren is not cousins with the good person, but actually siblings, like brother sister.
Yeah.
That would be a better story, I think.
It would be, but I doubt it.
But I'll tell you this. There is this.
I'll put money down that that's not the case.
You want to fucking put money down?
Let's put money down.
Okay, Okay, we're gonna put money down.
$50.
Well, no, let's just do the usual. $1
million.
$1. Let's do a $1 bet.
$1.
Fucking broke, bro.
All right, $20.
All right, $20. But it's not. No, that's bullshit. Because so then if I'm wrong, you get $20.
Yeah.
You have to put $20 onto your theory.
All right, then I'm gonna say it's Obi-Wan's granddaughter.
All right, so okay, if it's
no,
you said it. It's over.
No. I'm gonna change it. She has no relations to any of the Star Wars characters we know.
That's your theory?
That's my theory.
Okay, so that's it. If we're both wrong, then we'll call it a draw.
Yeah.
She
just had an awakening. That's about it.
There is this one video game that they make.
Yeah.
And I heard about it's like it's Disney. It's a Disney. Oh, like Disney owns Star Wars.
Yes.
Disney makes a Star Wars video game.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the game, but like characters like Rey and it's a new game. Characters like Rey and Kylo Ren are in it. Okay.
Yeah. Was it Star Wars like the Battlefront game, or is it like a kids game?
I'm not sure, bro.
It might be the new Battlefront game.
Okay.
But in that one, it's like classic. Like it has like Vader and shit in it.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell you what I heard online.
Okay.
Because this is just purely what I
ahead.
heard. It's a Star Wars video game. There's a fight with Rey and Kylo Ren. There's something that happens where Kylo Ren, like I said, I think it seemed like it was a glitch or something, but there was this thing where Kylo Ren says, "Face me, cousin."
Maybe he was just like, "Hey, face me, cuz."
Yeah,
like...
but yeah, but it was like, but the people that I read it online and like where they said like it wasn't like 100% clear.
Yeah.
But it very much sounds like he says, "Face me, cousin."
Yeah.
And they could like only get him to say it like twice. Take that for what it is. We might edit that out, whatever.
Yeah.
Seems like a stupid theory.
No, keep the theory in.
We can keep it in.
Theory's there.
Yeah. Yeah, but like that's a lot to think about.
Yeah, that's a good theory. But yeah, no, I'll say like I do feel like it could be like even though we bet on like it might not be related to anyone.
Yeah.
I do think like in the next movie we'll see her like with Luke getting trained.
Yeah.
Right? So it won't be like, "Hey, daughter," right? It would just be like all right, she's like hopping mountains and like doing backflips and shit like that.
Yeah.
Right, and like Luke's on her back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's like on her back, like piggybacking like Yoda did.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, look, this is how I got trained.
Yeah.
This is how I'm training you.
And and using the Force to like lift rocks at the same time.
Yeah.
Concentration, like.
Yeah. No, but like I think that's gonna be the thing though. Is like the new movie will start up and like we'll see like either Kylo Ren like getting repaired.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you got your shit beat out of you. Like,
yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you, right? It's like,
yeah.
And then he might be like, hey, make me look like Vader, right? Like, because he has a weird Vader fetish too, right?
Yeah.
So he'll be like, yeah, it's like, give me the breath thing,
yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I need that. So we'll see that probably in the new one, and then like with Finn, like he has to recover and shit like that. So like, I'm not sure what Finn's role is gonna be, if he's gonna be with the rebels,
Yeah.
or the Resistance. And I don't even call it rebels anymore, like the Resistance, right?
Oh, I thought they were the rebellion.
Yeah, the Rebellion or Resistance or something
Yeah,
like that. So like I think he might be, because I guess he got left with them, so he might be like more, because he wants to like, he ran away from the stormtroopers, right? So I think he'll have a more like bigger role with the Resistance.
Yeah, so do I. I think Poe
Right.
Dameron will have a bigger role.
Yeah.
As a pilot.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Because Han Solo's dead, so I think like Han Solo had a big role in the first movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the cool thing though, is like now that freaking Rey is like the new Han Solo. She's like Luke and Han Solo.
Yeah,
because
she's-
she got the Millennium Falcon and she has freaking Chewie on her side.
Yeah.
And she has R2D2.
I could see them giving the Millennium Falcon to like Poe.
Yeah. No, I doubt he'll
You
get
don't
it.
think so?
No, it's Rey's, because
Yeah.
like I think like Han Solo gave it to her.
Yeah,
right?
sure. Yeah.
So that's her like ship.
Yeah, he
now.
gave it to his daughter. Yeah.
Nah, and so that's the thing with that, and that's like what else do you think we'll see in the next movie? Like in this one, like we didn't see too much of Captain Phasma. She was in a few scenes and she didn't really do much.
Yeah.
I
don't really, if I'm being honest, I don't really care for Captain Phasma.
They built her
Yeah.
up to be like this big thing. Like
Yeah.
I stayed away from a lot of like movie spoilers or like
Yeah.
movie talk for like the majority of it, and
Yeah.
then I just thought, I'm like, oh cool, like a Chrome Stormtrooper, right?
Yeah.
And knowing it was like the same actress from like freaking Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And it's
Brienne
like
of Tarth.
yeah, so it was like that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like in this one, it's like she says like three things, like report to my quarters and like give me your gun, and then later it's like, all right, I'm gonna bring this like shield down and destroy all of us. Like, why would she even comply? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't she be like, all right, kill me, I'm not like surrendering to you guys?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of like freaking commander is that? Like shit, it's like, all right, yeah, like, all right, I'm gonna bring this thing down, but no one will like stop, like you can't freaking get away with this shit. It's like, all right, like, do you have a garbage disposal? Because freaking Finn was like, he wasn't even like a proper like soldier, he was like the freaking waste management dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what did you work in? Waste management. It's like, what? And then so it's like, it's like what do you want to do with her? It's like, are there any garbage chutes? Because the Han Solo is making reference to when he was in a garbage chute. So it's like, yes, there are.
Yeah.
So they throw in a garbage chute. So she probably got out, and now she's out for blood. But one thing I seen online, a lot of people like that one stormtrooper that like calls out Finn. He's like, traitor, and like does like that baton thing.
Yeah.
And like has a fight with him. People really like that stormtrooper.
That was really cool too. I don't even know what that was. Like that weapon, it was cool though.
It was like a baton, because he had like a riot shield,
Yeah.
and like it was like a baton with like a laser beam. I think it's more like a cattle prod, kind of like to zap like people.
Yeah.
To be like, get in line, zzz, right? But he used it as like a cool like lightsaber weapon.
Yeah.
But online, like, people love that character, like just like how freaking Boba Fett like became a thing.
Yeah.
Like, he did like nothing.
Yeah.
But in this one, this guy like had one line saying traitor.
Yeah.
Did a cool thing, had a fight with Finn, kicked his ass, and then got shot by Han Solo.
Yeah.
Right?
Imagine he had his own costume.
They call him like freaking like TR 8R.
Nice. Yeah, I know. I like that guy too.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. So it's like he got blasted like real fast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then like quickly, like, so that last like lightsaber scene with like Finn first, starting the fight.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren's just like injured, and he's just like hitting the side. It's like
Yeah.
right.
He
It's
has to like psych him up.
Like because with the dark side, right, he lives off the pain.
Yeah.
So he wants more pain to like really fuel his anger and like get that force going, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise he can't get it up. Zzz.
Yeah.
So he's going at it, but like he's like toying with Finn, right? He's just like 1-2 slash, right? And then he's trying to like force the lightsaber, but he's struggling with it.
Yeah.
Then it like flies past his face, and then Rey picks it up.
Yeah.
And she's like,
yeah.
Right. I love that. That was like so epic, right? And like the main, like we see Rey like a lot like with the staff.
Yeah.
So we know she'll be great with like a freaking lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
Like Finn's like, give me a blaster. I'm great with the blaster,
Yeah.
right? Like he gets a lightsaber, he doesn't know what to do with it, right?
Yeah.
But Rey has like the lightsaber. She's like, and then she's like on the edge. It's like exactly when Kylo Ren's like, you know, join me with the Force, and then she's like, oh yeah, the Force. Hold on, let me think. Yes, the Force.
Yeah.
So I think that's where people also don't like her character. Like she just like picks up everything so fast.
Yeah.
There's no like learning curve. Like she didn't get injured at all.
Yeah, that's true.
You never know. Maybe she might get too cocky in the second one and lose a hand.
Yeah. I mean, we need more people losing their hands.
Yeah. Join the Star Wars.
Yeah.
The Skywalker family.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not a Skywalker unless you lose a limb.
Yeah. Official inauguration.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm excited for like the new movie and like what's.
Does Episode 8 have a title yet?
I don't think there's a title for it yet.
Okay.
I'm not. I haven't really looked into it.
Yeah.
But if it does, like, but that's coming out next year, 2017.
Yeah.
Which is like a long time from now.
Yeah, but it'll probably be great.
Yeah, but I think this year we're supposed to be getting another movie. I think they're one Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
I
like
think this year.
maybe Han Solo or something.
I don't think
Something,
they still
maybe
haven't cast for Han Solo yet.
Oh yeah,
so.
that's true. Yeah, maybe
So
something
it
else.
might be the Boba Fett movie.
Yeah,
I don't know what we're getting this year though.
Yeah, but we might
or
get
it
something.
might be as of next year where we're getting all these other movies.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
On that note, should we call it?
Yeah.
All right, man. We're CBC signing off. May the Force be with you, motherfuckers.